Hey guys, it's Frank from Cruising with Wheels, and I'm in the kitchen today with my Kevin for a special edition of Frank's Cooking Corner.
We're mixing up some fun.
That's right, Cocktails Edition.
So, like Frank said, this is the cocktails edition of Frank's Cooking Corner, and he's invited me in to help him along.
That's right.
Mixing up some drinks, because I'm the mixologist in the family.
That's right. I may be only able to take a sip now, but Kevin can have the entire drink. And today we're going to bring you 5 drinks that we really enjoy.
You can get most of these on the cruise ships. I think you can get all of these on the cruise ships.
Can.
And I think we should start out with Frank's favorite, which is the traditional whiskey sour.
Yeah.
So, while I'm getting a few things ready for the mixing process, Frank is going to explain a little bit about the history.
That's right. I'm going to talk about my favorite drink, the whiskey sour, because it's basic whiskey with a sour mix. Whether you buy the sour mix pre-made from the grocery store, or you can make it right here at home from scratch. And then you top it with a little garnish. But some history. The oldest historical mention of a whiskey sour was published in a Wisconsin newspaper in 1870. However, there's another newspaper in Peru which recorded a recipe of a whiskey sour in 1872, 2 years later. So I'm not sure who's claiming credit. We'll go with Wisconsin.
So when you're going to make most of the drinks that we're talking about today, you want to have some barware available. And you, we always suggest a shaker, a good quality shaker. We've had this for a zillion years. It even has recipes on the side. We also like a measuring glass,
nice tall mixing glass, and it has recipes on it as well.
And I want to give everybody a tip, that when you're mixing too, a shot glass is handy to have, because a shot glass is exactly 1 ounce. This, this in particular has measurements on the side, but most standard size shot glasses are 1 ounce, so when you're pouring, it'll make it easier.
Now, we know most of these people out there, they've got a collection of shot glasses in their homes.
We do we mostly do free pouring here because I've bartended before, and it's all in how you do the pour and your count.
My family was really big on free pouring.
So let's start out with some ice.
Okay.
We'll put a little bit of ice in a little bit of ice.
Okay,
mister.
I'll do 3 ice cubes.
Okay.
There you go.
A little bit of ice goes in the shaker, and that's going to chill a little bit while we're getting the simple syrup ready for the sour mix. Now, simple syrup is water and sugar, and to make a sour mix, you need that simple syrup and lemon juice.
Right.
It's that simple. So we have 2 ounces of water, and we're going to put 1 ounce of sugar, right?
Which equates to about 2 tablespoons of sugar is 1 ounce.
Wow.
Shove it in there.
For me, the sweeter the better.
Well, you know, again, it depends on your taste. If you like it a little sweeter, add a little bit more sugar.
Right.
If you like it a little bit more lemony, it calls for 1 ounce of lemon juice. But again, you're drinking it, so if you want a little bit more lemon, add more lemon.
Right. And I made this just a little bit more sour.
Okay. I mean, it is a whiskey sour.
I free poured, but and then you want to stir that up because you're using a granulated sugar, so you want that to dissolve pretty well. I think that's good. You think that's good?
Oh, yeah.
So we got that. Let me see. that's good.
Now that looked like a Scott Singer face.
So we are going to pour that into our shaker. Let me get rid of that. And then we are going to do
the good stuff.
Good stuff. Whiskey. I don't know what this is. It's Philadelphia Heritage Whiskey. I don't know. Must have been on sale.
Had to be.
Whiskey's whiskey.
Big bottle, good price.
What is this, a fifth?
Now you know why it's in our house.
Yeah. Anyways, normally I would free pour, but since we're doing this for the video, we are going to use 1.5 ounces. So, we have it, one. And, well, a little bit more than half.
A little smidgy more of the half.
So, get this out of the way here. And then...
Oh, this is my favorite part.
Then, we just...
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, baby.
Shake it up real quick and easy. And then the top comes off, and there's a strainer in it.
That's
so
cool.
You don't have ice.
Right, you don't have ice.
Look at that. It's the perfect color of a whiskey sour.
Wow, it is. Now, in my case, I like a little ice in my drink because I like to keep it cold. If I was just slowly sipping it, it would get warm, and nobody likes a warm drink. So let's just get a couple of ice cubes in there, and then Kevin garnishes it with my favorite orange slice.
Oh, look,
yes,
it's not long enough.
And maraschino cherry.
So that goes
in there.
there.
You just drop it right in.
Yep,
Don't you worry, I'll take over. Yep.
Sometimes we put a little drizzle of the cherry juice in, too. Frank likes that.
I'm only allowed a sip, so here goes. Oh yeah, you'll like this. This is.
Let me see.
Hold on. Yeah, you will.
Let me see.
Yep. Very, very soury. Yes, nice. Again, you can, you do the recipe for the sour mix at home, or go to the store and buy a premix. But
yeah, we use a lot of the premixes sometimes because it's just quicker and easier.
It is, but when you read it, it's got fructose corn syrup and sodium citrate and sodium meta-hubba-hubba-hubba. You might not want to put that in your body.
Right.
So, home, water, sugar, and lemon juice.
So now I'm going to clean all this up, and we will be right back with our next drink.
That's right.
All right, so the next drink that we're going to do for you guys is a traditional gin and tonic. And I know on the last cruise that we were on, there was a woman that was her drink. My drink was Cosmo's. Hers was gin and tonic. And
well, that used to be my summer drink. Gin and tonic
very refreshing.
Was my summer drink. Whiskey sour was my party drink.
Right. So I'm going to gather up some stuff, but first we're going to need a highball.
Yep.
As opposed to the whiskey sour that we just had, that we mixed up for you. And that's in a low ball, or you were saying there's other names for that.
Old-fashioned glass or a cobbler. But we're going to use the highball, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the history of a gin and tonic. The quinine was drunk with tonic water. This was way back in the early 19th century. British officers in India, because the quinine had a very unpleasant taste. And so what they did was they began to add a mixture of water, sugar, and lime and gin to the quinine that they took to make the drink more palatable, because of over in India, what quinine was used for malaria, to cure for malaria, if I'm not mistaken. And because they were all on quinine for malaria, they decided to add a little bit more something. So we added the gin and the sugar and the water and the lime, and that's where we came up with a gin and tonic.
So this is very easy to make. It's very, very simple. It's 6 ounces of tonic water to 2 ounces of gin. And
It's always a 1-to-3 ratio. 1 part the gin, the liquor, and 3 parts the tonic water.
we like Tanqueray.
Yeah.
Tanqueray is a very smooth gin. And, you know, we really don't even have to, like
No, because
pour
it's
this,
it's
because this glass
simple.
is, yes, it's very simple. And this is a 9-ounce glass, I think, or not a 10-ounce glass. So
Okay.
you just need a couple of ice cubes.
Oh, please. Required 3.
Oy vey. And then your tonic water. I always add the tonic water first because then it gets the bubblies out.
So let's say 6 ounces of tonic water
6 ounces of tonic water
and 2 ounces of
2
gin.
ounces of gin, maybe a little bit more, but that's about 2 ounces of gin. And then the best part for me of a gin and tonic is the lime wedges. And a lot of times I'll put the lime wedges in the freezer.
Oh,
And
okay.
then I'll alternate stack the lime wedge and the
Oh, and the ice cubes.
ice cube so that this gets all pretty. But, you know, we don't need pretty right now because we're just doing a drink, right? But what I also do is I like to take the lime and rim the glass with it because then you get that
Right.
limey flavor.
And then give it a... And
And
there's
then
a
you
garnish.
give it a little squeeze and then you garnish it.
Yeah, now I like my gin and tonic with a big squeeze of the lime slice.
All right, so let's do that. We'll give a nice big squeeze
And then
drop it in. Give it a taste.
Okay, here it goes.
Ooh,
we
limey.
give it a little stir to mix.
Yeah, we can. You don't have to, but we can.
Got to mix up that tonic and gin. Sometimes you take a sip and you're like, woohoo, that's all gin. Okay, hold on to your hats, people. Frank's taking a sip. That's Tanqueray.
I'm not much of a gin drinker,
Oh, okay.
so we're just going to go with Frank says it's good. All you have to remember is that it's, what did you say the ratios were?
It's always a 1-to-3.
1-to-3 ratio.
1 part
For-
liquor, 3 parts tonic water.
For a highball glass, it's 2 ounces gin, 3 ounces,
6 ounces.
6 ounces
Right.
tonic, and don't forget that lime.
That's
If
right.
you don't like lime, though, I've seen people that have
Well,
lemon,
yes.
and I've seen people that do lemon lime.
Right, and if you want to add a little, not just a squeeze of the lime, but maybe a little pour of some lime juice, go ahead and do
Yeah.
that. Again, it's all about your personal taste.
All right, so now we are going to mix up a little fun with a Tequila Sunrise.
I know, and I feel that this drink matches my nice, pretty plaid shirt that I'm wearing because I'm feeling very tropical. And I think a Tequila Sunrise is very tropical.
So tell us a little bit about the history of a Tequila Sunrise.
Basically, a Tequila Sunrise is made with tequila, orange juice, and some grenadine syrup, but it was created by Gene Sulet in the 1930s and 40s at the Arizona Biltmore Hotel. Yeah, now, again, they have, the popular version. The modern version of the cocktail was created by Bobby Lozoff and Billy Rice in the early 1970s, they say.
Copycats.
I know. And it was from a bartender at the Trident in Sausalito, California, in northern San Francisco. In 1972, a private party at the Trident organized by Bill Graham to kick off the Rolling Stones' 1972 tour in America. Mick Jagger had one of the cocktails. He liked it, and he and his entourage started drinking them. They later ordered them all across America, even dubbing the tour itself their Cocaine and Tequila Sunrise Tour. So
a Tequila Sunrise is going to be a 3-part, 6-part, 1-part. For us, we are using, what is this?
we're going to start with 6 ounces
But
of...
what is this glass?
Oh, I'm sorry. That glass is called a Collins.
So you're going to use a Collins glass, And we are mixing up basically kind of like a double would be, because everybody mixes. Sometimes you'll order it and it'll come in this real tall glass, and sometimes it'll come in half the size.
Right.
But it's 3 part, 6 part, 1 part. So we are going to use our Collins glass.
So we're going to double the recipe. So this is going to start with 6 ounces of orange juice.
It's already been chilled. And so I'll pour that in. And then
you're going to add 3 ounces of tequila.
So I am, you know what, I'm going to skip right back over to here and do...
Use our trusty measuring glass.
Trusty measuring glass.
3 ounces of tequila.
3 ounces of tequila.
With the 6 ounces of orange juice. Oh, fill that baby right up. Now, here's the part, the last part, when you do the grenadine syrup.
You smell that? I wish we had smell-o-vision.
We're going to do 1 ounce of grenadine syrup. And what you do is you just pour the grenadine in it. Do not stir it.
And don't shake it either.
Right. No shaky, no stirry.
Okay, here we go. In it goes. Isn't that pretty?
Because you notice the grenadine goes to the bottom, and you see the nice orange juice with the tequila on top, and you garnish with a cherry, maraschino cherry, and an orange slice.
Yeah, I think I poured that a little heavy. Oh, and that doesn't go on there. But anyways, we're just gonna garnish it with the wedge. I'm not gonna dig out a cherry right now. But normally I would put a cherry on a toothpick with a slice of orange, just like we did in the whiskey sour. And if you pour your grenadine a little slower, because I poured it a little quickly, then more of the grenadine will be on the bottom. It's gonna, as you can see, it's starting to separate.
Yep.
It makes that pretty, like, sunrise colors.
I know. Tequila Sunrise. Do I get to take...
Yeah, give it a try.
Oh, boy, I don't think I ever had one.
Ooh. It's got a little bite.
Oh, boy. I don't think I ever had tequila. Oh, wow.
Tequila! Dun, 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 dun.
I'm going to be falling off my stool by the end of this video.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Oh!
Yowza.
I like it. It's good. I think I'll order that when we get on the ship.
Oh, my God. It's already beginning.
So, let me clear out some of this. I think I'm going to finish this.
Okay.
And set up for our next drink. Okay, so the next one...
it's a favorite. I see a lot of people on the cruise ships drinking it.
It is a favorite, but I have to tell you that it is very controversial in the cruise
Really?
In the cruise
What's the
world.
controversy?
Well, the controversy is Coke versus Pepsi.
Oh, well, that's the whole soda thing, yeah.
Yeah, so I know for me, if I'm going to order this drink, I ask them first, do you have Coca-Cola products?
Right.
Or do you have Pepsi products?
Right.
Because we're making a rum and Coke.
Right.
And
Not a rum and Pepsi.
Right.
I think a lot of people, before they even make their reservations,
I know.
depending on whether they are Pepsi people or Coca-Cola people, know what's what. So, yeah, this is a rum and Coke.
So, while I'm grabbing a few things, Frank is going to talk a little bit about the history.
More about history of the drinks you're having on your cruise. Now, a rum and Coke, or called Cuba Libre, it's a highball cocktail consisting of cola, rum, and in many recipes, lime juice over ice. Now, some people, no lime juice, and some people lime juice. But the cocktail originated in the early 20th century in Cuba.
Oh, really?
After the country won independence in the Spanish-American War, it subsequently became popular across Cuba, the United States, and other countries. Its simple recipe and inexpensive ingredients have made it one of the world's most popular alcoholic drinks. Drink critics often consider the drink mediocre, but it has been noted for its historical significance. Historical.
Thank you, Cuba.
Thank you.
So as always, we're going to start out with a highball glass and ice.
Yes.
Because of course, we want it chilled.
Absolutely.
Okay. So we're going to start with 4 ounces of Coca-Cola. And I am just going to eyeball it here. There we go. That looks about 4 ounces. Remember, there is ice in here. So if you don't trust yourself, measure it out. But, you know, we figured you'd have to wait for the fizzies to dissipate.
Yeah, nobody wants to do that.
Nobody wants to do that. And then next is
we got some Bacardi, and it's Bacardi white rum. This is a white rum drink. And it's 1 2/3 ounces of white rum.
One.
Sweet. Now, isn't that what you always see when you're cruising the Caribbean?
2/3.
Is all these rum factories,
Rum factories.
rum cakes, rum. Everywhere you see, it's rum everywhere.
Rum runners.
Yeah. Okay. And then this particular recipe, we're going to use that shot.
A little rum on
I'll
it.
bet you did. 1/3 ounce of some lime juice. We're going to put in that. Boop. He just did a boop.
I just did a boop because I know that one little is going to be.
And you can garnish it with a
ounce.
lime slice.
You can garnish it with a lime slice or do what I do, rub that lime around the rim, and then every time you take a little sip, you will get some.
Sweet.
Oh, it went in
Can
there.
we give it a little stir before I take my
stirs.
before I take my sample sip before I fall off the stool? Oh, here, let me help you sample this.
Ooh.
Rum and Coke, historical.
I think it's a little strong. I made it a little stronger.
Yes, you did.
I have a heavy hand.
Yeah, he does. Wow.
It's good. Woo, it's good.
I don't think I've ever had a rum and Coke until now.
Well, and you know, the lime adds another layer
Yeah.
to it. Most places don't put the lime in.
Yeah.
What I found. Because I order rum and
Right.
Coke.
Are you a limer or not a limer?
Comment below and let us know.
Let us know. Now, let's head to the final drink of the day. And everyone knows.
Was it my drink?
Yes, it's Kevin's favorite.
Cosmo time! Now we've gotten to the meat and potatoes.
That's right, the recipe you've all been waiting for.
So,
Kevin's favorite Cosmo.
I love Cosmos.
I do too.
Some people call them Cosmopolitans. I think that they became really big into the forefront with Sex and the City.
Oh, yes.
Carrie Bradshaw and all her friends used to order them.
Yep.
But we've been drinking them long before that.
Oh, gosh.
That was on
Favorite
TV.
of the gay party scene. Cosmo's Friday night cocktail parties.
Now, it is controversial on the cruise ship, in my opinion, because we cruise often. We've cruised a lot, and from ship to ship,
Yeah.
it's been different. From line to line, it's been different.
Bartender to bartender.
Bartender to bartender, it's been different. So what have we done this time?
Well, this time around, we actually typed up our recipe. And I've got it on, I think I'm bringing like 10 sheets of them. And there's probably 15 recipes on every sheet. And once we get on board, I'm going to cut them up into little slips. And we're going to carry them with us. So when we get to where Kevin's going to order a Cosmo,
I just hand him the piece of paper.
he says, right, because the recipe some of these ships and these bartenders use is totally out of the norm of what we're used to.
Now I have to tell you that on NCL in particular, because we've traveled them a lot, they don't use triple sec.
Right, they don't.
Use limoncello.
Right.
And it gives it a very different flavor and a different feel. And I remember the very first cruise we took out of New York City on the NCL what was that, 2014, 2015?
It was 2015 first on the Gem.
I ordered a Cosmopolitan, and it's not unusual for other people to order Cosmos on the ships, but that first day, there was like 5 of us that ordered Cosmos all at the same time because Cosmopolitans are very New York.
New York, out of New York, so everybody wanted one.
And the bartender mixed us all up, what they're taught.
Right, because the bartenders are only taught to mix according to what NCL,
where their cruise
line is, in this particular, the NCL Gem, the NCL recipes.
Now, I remember on that ship, I was legendary.
No, wow.
Because you probably don't remember this.
I don't.
I think you were upstairs having a nap.
I probably was.
But I was at the Atrium Bar. 5 people ordered the Cosmopolitans all at the same time.
Did you scare the bartender?
They were everybody pushed their drink back and said, "This is not a Cosmo." And I said, "Can I tell you how to make a Cosmo?" And he said, "You would show me." So I went behind the bar. I mixed a Cosmo. I poured it and taught him how to do that. And later on that night, that bartender taught all the other bartenders because it was a ship-wide thing. It was a huge thing. And now when they sail out of New York, they use my recipe.
Right, because it's very different. It's very, very different. We want the traditional New York Cosmo. So let me tell you a little history.
Yeah, and I'll get everything we need.
Because basically it contains vodka, and in our case, triple sec, cranberry juice. We use Rose's lime. Others use regular lime juice. And then you garnish with a slice of lime. But the drink's origin is often disputed.
Why do you put the grip of death
on
these
Rose's
things?
lime always hits the grip of death. But again, the origin of this drink has been disputed. The most recognized creation of the Cosmo is credited to Toby Cecchini of the Odeon in Manhattan in 1987. According to Kyle Ford, a rep for...
In Manhattan.
Yes, in Manhattan in 1987. Kyle Ford is the representative for... What? I never can say that right.
Cointreau.
He was introduced to the Cosmopolitan by his co-worker, Melissa Huffsmith. I can't believe this didn't come about to 1987.
This doesn't make sense to me. But I don't know. Because I'm younger than you. So in 1987, I don't think I could drink yet.
I don't think so. I think you're only 13.
Is this called a Cosmo glass?
No,
this is a martini glass.
That is a regular cocktail glass.
Cocktail?
That's what it's called.
I would say it was a martini glass.
Well, martini, but again, a cocktail.
Right. Well, I think, and I think what we have for our Cosmo glasses is the traditional cocktail because it's more triangular shape. The martini glasses are a little stubbier, I think, and flatter.
Okay. Ours are long-stemmed.
Long-stemmed, always long-stemmed.
And large.
And there's a reason why it's long-stemmed. Did you know why?
I want to hear. This is history.
It's the same with wine.
Okay.
You're not supposed to grasp your glass like this.
You warm it up if you do that.
Correct. You warm it up. You're supposed to have it from the stem.
Right. Do not let your body temperature
or even from the bottom.
Warm up your drink.
So we're going to start out with a cocktail glass.
Yes. And always your shaker.
A shaker is very important for this. We're going to combine all the ingredients in this and shake it up. But first, we want to chill our Cosmo.
Ice.
So we're going to put some ice in it.
Oh, yeah, baby. Let's get some ice. There you go.
Now, when you're serving your guests, just to note.
Ice tongs.
Ice tongs is more appropriate than the meat hooks, but it's just Frank and I that are sampling these.
Sorry.
So
these hands have touched more things you shouldn't worry.
I've already measured out the cranberry juice, and that's what I'm going to start with because I'm going to use my handy dandy shot glass for measuring everything out. And it's very important that you use your shot glass in particular on the Cosmo because
This is a multiple
it's a multiple ingredient,
and it
But-
has to be right.
but it's also within a half of an ounce, it changes the flavor
Yes.
drastically. So we're going to start out with 1 ounce of cranberry juice, regular cranberry juice.
Yes.
There's
Not cran raspberry or a cran grape, traditional cranberry juice. And I have to tell you, and again, I'm going to be a snob about this.
Ocean Spray.
We use Ocean Spray brand cranberry juice. We do not use off-brand, generic brands because it, again, adjusts the taste of the Cosmo.
Now, when I'm on the ship, I'm a little bit of a snob with the vodka because I only know some of the vodkas. Generally, they use Grey Goose, and it's the smoothest. And you want a smooth vodka. We actually got this. We had a party. Do you remember we had the party?
We had 2 bottles of that.
And we liked this.
Yes.
It's very smooth. It's very similar, in my opinion, to Grey Goose. It's called New Amsterdam vodka.
Right. Big
it
old
came
bottle.
in this big old thing, and it was like, buy one, get one free, and then they gave me all these
a rebate.
things.
Did you get a rebate?
Yeah.
But you know what? When we're having our Friday night cocktails with the guys, and it's Cosmo night,
We mix these by the pitcher.
by the pitcher, and I'm talking multiple pitchers of this. So you got to have it. We get it all mixed up. It's in the refrigerator because when the guys get here, they want the Cosmo when they walk in the door.
So vodka is 1.5 ounce.
Yep, 1.5 ounces of vodka.
And that goes in there. And then the next thing I'll put in is the triple sec, and that's also 1.5 ounces. So you were mentioning about that we mix it up by the pitcher.
Yes.
Should we put that pitcher recipe in the description? I'm going to put all these recipes in the description so that they have them. But we can put the pitcher recipe in because it makes a giant.
I know, in case you want to party.
In case you want to party. So now I'm going to do the 1.5 ounces of triple sec. Do you know what triple sec is, Boo?
No, I don't remember. I probably did, but I don't remember.
Triple sec is
Okay, you just said that 3 times.
triple sec is a citrus liqueur.
Okay.
A citrus liqueur. I was trying to think of what I was trying to say. I think I've had too many drinks today. So,
I'm doing most of the taste testing, and I'm not even.
oh, this is all mine. So, 1.5 ounces of the triple sec. We already did an ounce of the cranberry juice, and now we're going to do 3 quarter ounces
of Rose's lime.
And it has to be, in my opinion, Rose's lime.
Yes. We would never do a Cosmo with lime juice. It has to be Rose's lime.
Doesn't taste right.
It does not.
I don't know what makes it so different. It's a sweetened lime juice.
Yeah.
And they make it from a concentrate. It's made in
Very, very different from lime juice.
Made in West India.
Oh, nice. Well, now I think we're ready to shake and bake here.
All right. Ooh, get that on nice and good.
Oh, let's chill that baby out.
You got to give it a good shake.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it's freezing.
Good, that's good.
You want it nice and cold. And when I'm making singular Cosmos, and I'm having company.
Oh, who are you having?
Well, I'm just saying, like if we had company over,
If we had company.
and we weren't going to make a pitcher, I let it sit for a second because it gets frothy.
Oh.
And then that'll help it not be so cloudy when you pour it.
Because the proper Cosmo has a particular color.
Right.
And that's how we know when the bartender has that drink delivered to the table for Kevin, we'll look at it and we can tell right away whether that's right or wrong. Now, we were in Los Lobos on the NCL Bliss, and you ordered a cocktail. And I remember you sent it back twice.
Right.
And when it came to the table, it was so pale and watery. It was like pink dishwater.
It did.
We both looked at it and said to each other,
That's not a Cosmo.
That's wrong. And so he sipped it. He sent it back. The bartender did it again, came back. It still was wrong. They were using lemon chow. They were using all sorts of things. Well, the assistant maitre d' came over because at this point Kevin was like, I'm done. I'm not going to order another one. Well, the assistant maitre d' came over and he brought this and he set it down and we looked and went, well, that looks right. And he said to us, I used to be a bartender. I know exactly what you're looking for. And we said, that's the perfect color. And this is the perfect color of a Cosmo.
Yes, it needs to be like a pinkish red.
Right.
And you want to garnish it. You always want to put a little bit of lime. And I always do the rim thing. I don't know why. And you can either put it on the side or put it in there.
I like mine dropped right in.
Why don't you give it a taste?
I am going to give it a taste because, you know, I've tasted everything else. I think I'll probably hold on to you. Oh, God, as I remember it.
Is that good?
Yes. Okay, one more and I shouldn't have it.
Is that what I should order?
Oh, gosh.
Is this the recipe that we're taking with us?
Yes, because we tested multiple versions. Because, again, it's all up to you. You might not like that much triple sec. You might like more, I can't even talk, more lime juice. Or definitely say, you know what? 1.5 ounces of vodka isn't enough. I want 2 ounces of vodka. This is our recipe.
Oh, no, this is perfect.
It is perfect. We love it. This is the absolute perfect combination of the vodka, the triple sec, the cranberry juice, the roses lime. It's perfect. We've tested a variety.
It's because this is balanced.
Yes. And that's the key to a good Cosmo.
Right. And some other recipes, the vodka is so strong that you don't.
Can we talk about our friend Max?
Oh, well, he uses too much triple sec.
And he uses practically all vodka. So when you take a sip of Max's Cosmo, the vodka is so overwhelming, and then that sweet triple sec, you lose the cranberry and the roses lime, and it's just not right.
Because this is a delicate drink that should dance on your palate.
Yeah, it just...
Don't you like that?
I do. There you go.
I gotta drink more.
So, I'm glad that we ended with your favorite because it's also one of my favorites. And again, we were used to drinking that at our Friday night cocktail group with the guys. And now I just get a sip. Of course, today I've had more than the one sip I'm used to. I've had 5 sips or maybe a little bit more. Woo!
Maybe it's time for somebody to take a nap.
I know, I'm getting kind of hot flashy right now. But we wanted today to bring you 5 of our favorite drinks and have this special cocktail edition of my Frank's Cooking Corner.
That's right.
We want to remind everyone that if you're watching this video on YouTube and you're not a regular subscriber, please hit that subscribe button and click that little bell next to it so that you get automatic notices when our videos go live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning.
And if you're not already following us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or Snapchat, then you're behind in the game.
That's right.
So get on over to those social medias and follow us there. And you know what would be kind of nice?
What?
If they could thumbs up this video. Remember, every thumbs up you give, every share you give, and every social media you follow us on gets you an extra entry into our swag bag giveaways. And that's going to be coming up soon.
It is going to be coming up because once we hit 6,000 subscribers, which is going to happen relatively soon, we're going to do another swag bag giveaway.
But until we do that swag bag giveaway, we want to remind you all to
travel safe
and cruise often.
Have a drink on us.